Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Nelson, and welcome to my channel, The Nel Me Life. Well, this is the day that I leave out on my epic bucket list ride to Key West, Florida. It's been 15 years that I've been wanting to ride my motorcycle to Key West, and today is finally arrived. So I'm on my way to leave Charlotte, right down to Columbia, actually Casey, South Carolina, to meet up with my traveling brother, KC, and together we're going to ride to Key West. So stay tuned and let me share some of my adventure along the way. See you on the road. So it's 6:15 a.m. Sunday morning, and I've been watching the weather throughout the week leading up to this day, and in the Charlotte area, we had an increased chance of rain daily through Saturday. Now Sunday morning, it's a beautiful day. It's predicted to be dry throughout the day for the route of our travel, and I couldn't have asked better weather. So I am meeting up with Casey, my buddy, in Casey, South Carolina, which is just southwest of Columbia. And now I've arrived at our rendezvous location. I'm going to top off here and then go over to McDonald's and wait for him to arrive. Well, I'm back in my old stomping grounds. When I was working, I often had to come down to corporate headquarters here in Casey, South Carolina. So I'm happy I've made it thus far safely, and now I'm just waiting for my travel partner, brother, KC, to arrive from Anderson, South Carolina. So hopefully it won't be too long, and then we'll be on our way once again. Well. So I've been at our rendezvous place waiting for my riding partner for now 2 hours, and he just called and says, "Now, what exit are you at?" So I hope that he'll be here soon. Okay, I'll be checking back in with you later. So I just saw Casey ride by, headed towards the gas station. So I'm going to ride up here and meet him. I'm glad he's made it. Okay, so it's topped off and now we're underway. A little bit later than planned, but it's all good. The main thing is he made it here safely. The weather is perfect, and now we're going to start our first leg of our journey. The plan is to ride to Melbourne, Florida, which will be about 536 miles for me from the time that I left home. I've already put in 110 miles, so that cuts that down a bit, and we're underway. The traffic has been light. We've been flowing with the speed of the traffic, and we're now crossing over into Georgia. We decided we'll stop in Savannah to check out Savannah Harley-Davidson. As we get to the Savannah area, I'm looking ahead and I see this oddly colored cloud. It's beautiful and colorful, but I wasn't sure as if this is trouble or a good sign. But nonetheless, we're going to pull off over and check out Savannah Harley-Davidson. Savannah Harley-Davidson is the home base for a fellow YouTube creator, Wood Jr., who I met a couple of years ago on a ride up to the Tail of the Dragon. So it'd be cool if somehow we happened to meet here. However, I didn't make him aware that I would be passing through, but we're going to check it out anyway. Savannah Harley-Davidson is about 140 miles from Casey, where we started our ride together. Hey family, we are in Savannah, Georgia. We rolled down. We left Casey, South Carolina, which is just south of Columbia, right where I-26 and I-77 meet. And now we've ridden down to Savannah, Georgia, taking a leg stretch. We'll get something to eat, and then we'll continue our way. So we saw these skies ahead of us as we were coming down. We were heading south, of course, on 95, and it's a pinkish blue gray colors, and I started getting a little concerned that might this be, but we've met a young man and he said that they're burning trash at the military base, so all is well. Anyway, so far so good. We are making our way. This is a large dealership and has a lot of inventory of both motorcycle and merchandise. So after a walk through and talking to some of the folks that were there, we're back on the road. It's a comfort to know that this cloud is not a rain cloud. And ahead of us, the skies are blue and we're underway. There is some road construction on the northbound side, and I'm so happy we're not heading that way at this time. So a bit down the road, we need to pull over. KC's visor on his helmet had popped loose, so we pulled over, and KC pulled behind this truck that was already parked there for safety. He fixed it. Now we're going to work our way back onto the highway. So we were on the highway a bit, and I was flowing with the traffic, set the cruise control about 80 miles an hour, and I looked into my mirror, and I saw an ambulance passing us. So they were really rolling. But it seems like no time at all. We crossed the Georgia into Florida, and the excitement is growing, seeing the palm trees, saying we're getting near our first destination for the day. This is a familiar journey for me. My father-in-law had lived in St. Augustine, so realizing that we're now in Jacksonville, Florida, crossing over the bridge, and I get a chance to look at the skyline of Jacksonville off to the left as we continue our way. So as we make our way through Jacksonville, we come upon St. Augustine, and there's Buc-ee's travel center there, which is a favorite stop. So we're pulling over to take a rest stop and go into the famous Buc-ee's. If you haven't had an opportunity to experience Buc-ee's, you would be in for a treat. Yep, I did. All right, folks, we've been rolling non-stop, leading the pack. We have made it to St. Augustine's, and of course that means we have to pull over at Buc-ee's. So we tore down 150 miles since our last stop. Now we're gonna come in here and cool off, get something to drink. We're almost there. We be rolling. Stay tuned. I smelled something good. Oh yeah.
Welcome in. Hello.
Here we are. I hear you. I might have to go with you there. See, I love the pork, and my wife loves the beef brisket.
Yeah, I get the brisket.
See, I'm a pork man. I'll do beef spare ribs and other things beef, but I'm not a crazy fan about brisket. So, to each their own. Ooh, sure feels good in here. Something for everybody. Look who we have here. You want to say hello to Bucky? There he goes. Kids of all ages love Bucky. Where's the beef? Where's the meat? It's here at Bucky's. All kind of slabs and cuts and seasoned. Oh, they got chicken too. Burritos, stuffed, cheese steak. Roasted nuts. There's a queue. Gonna get one of those to go. Might be a midnight snack. So we got back on the road, continued our ride, 140 miles, and now we're in Melbourne, Florida, and we're pulling up to our hotel for the evening. We're staying at a Home Suite 2, which was brand new in a newly developed area. Really great accommodations. So we unloaded the motorcycles, made it to our room, relaxed for a little while, and then it was about 6:37 in the evening, and we noticed on the way in there's a Ford garage, so that's where we're going for dinner. Looking forward to that. All right.
Imagine what that 121 is.
Well, I'm running a touring cam, so I'm pushing around 117, 118. So Ford's famous garage. So this is my first time to this restaurant, but my travel brother KC, tell us about this place. What do you know about this place?
It's from Detroit. This is Ford Garage. When you go in here, you'll see all Ford motors and everything around.
See some of the early model 20s and 30s, Roadsters.
You have to go in the bathroom and check
Everything is themed. Got a Ford single block. Gas. Check it out. All right, I like it. I like it. Hello, hello.
How are you?
Hungry, thirsty, and tired. Are we at the right place
Yes.
to take care of that?
Gotcha, yes. For two?
Yeah.
Would you like a booth or a table?
Table.
Follow me right back over
All right.
this way. We're going to be right over this way.
KC ordered the baby back rib, and I ordered the meatloaf, and it was delicious. Of course, I was hungry, but it was still delicious. It's motor car themed inside. Even in the restrooms, you can see the theme of the Ford Motor Company. It's been a full day. We're still on the move. Had a great dinner. Thank you for recommending Ford's Garage. My first experience there. But you guys,
Had everything on the menu.
yeah, I enjoyed watching you eat all of that.
I feel like
But we deserve it. We deserve it.
$60.
All right, let's make it to the hotel. Time to call it a night. We got an early start in the morning. All right. So far, so good. This concludes day 1, 560 miles under our belt, and day 2 is on its way. Come back and see more.